I'm wearing the shirt. I'm not sure yet if that's good luck or bad luck, but I'm wearing the shirt. The NBA starts today. Today is the first day of the new 2022-23 NBA season, and I'm hyped. Yes, I'm excited because basketball is back. I get to watch basketball every damn day. Finally, again, your boy got league pass. We watching basketball all season. But I'm more excited about what this New York Knicks team can be this year. There's a lot of excitement that we saw throughout this preseason. Even in our loss, we saw what, the things that need to be fixed were in that loss, but you were still excited about what's to be. We saw a lot of Jalen Brunson. We saw a lot of Mitchell Robinson. We saw a coming of RJ Barrett being the guy that a lot of us are excited to see this year. And we saw a very good Julius Randle. I mean, he had his moments in that last game, but still we saw a very good Julius Randle in what this new big three or whatever you want to call it could be. So there's a lot of positive to go into this season, looking forward from the young guys from the starting unit. And there are some little shaky things to look into going into the year, but I'm not too worried about them. Are you? Let's get right into them. No long CK intro today because I'm excited to talk about the Knicks today, baby. We're back again. You know the vibes. Anyways, run the intro. What's going on, CK Cruise Boy, CK2K, and welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. We will also be doing a watch along for the first game of the season tomorrow over here on CK2K. So if you guys want to be a part of that, we had a lot of fun with the first preseason game of the season, but we will do the inaugural game of the year for the Knicks versus the Memphis Grizzlies here. Watch along. It all counts. It's Wednesday. Wednesday Night Knicks is very real on the opening day of the season. So I apologize after bringing my comeback video and then not posting again for 2 weeks. I ended up going on vacation with my family, as you can tell by the hat, Mal. Yes, your boy went out of town for last week. So I did get to watch the last 2 preseason games, but there were no videos following that because I was out of town. But we are back and we are in the full swing of things as I'm uploading on the first day of the new season, because we're back here doing our thing. So I just want to apologize about coming back and then leaving again. I didn't plan that out very well, knowing that there was a vacation coming up. Anyways, the Knicks. Now we finished the preseason 3-1 with our only loss being the only away game we had, but it was the one game in Indiana where we lost to Indiana. Now in a weird game. I don't want to break down each game because if you know me, if you know this channel, I'm not really big on preseason games, high or low, even though I'm excited because of what I saw from our starting five. There's still a lot that remains to be seen because Quentin Grimes only played in one game. Derrick Rose was in and out of the rotation for a long period of time. Like, he played a little bit of minutes in the beginning, then played a lot in the last game. We saw Emmanuel quickly going back and forth from which role he's going to be. There's so many different question marks about what's going on with the team, so it's really hard to take the full preseason into full effect, or to take the preseason into full effect. You did see in that last game, though, it felt like it was a bit more of a dress rehearsal for Tom Thibodeau as he left the starters in the game for a lot longer, which is completely fine with me and which is completely understandable, especially as a home game. I had no problems with it because you see in the NFL, like, with that lack of that fourth preseason game, a lot of these teams come out of the gates very rusty and they don't play well because a lot of them don't play their starters for the majority of the preseason, and you see how that translates into the game. And I think the NBA is very similar to that, but you see for a lot of these teams, even like a team like the Lakers where their entire team is old, they play a lot of their veterans and their key players still in the preseason leading up into the actual first game of the season. So I had no problem with Tom Thibodeau doing that dress rehearsal. Made sense to me. But the one thing we learned throughout this entire preseason was our starting five is fun. It's going to be fun. I don't want to use this S word yet. I don't want to say scary, but it is something that is going to work for the first time in a long time. From point guard play to roles being known, all kinds of things, I think is going to make this starting unit really good. Now, the key for me, though, in what I just said is knowing your role. I think what made Julius Randle so good in those first 3 games, the fourth game, he still played well, but you saw the efficiency wasn't quite where it was in the first 3 games. And remember, I am, as much as you guys might not want to hear it, cover your ears, I am team Julius Randle this year just for the fact that I think he's going to play well. So I need that to be known. I'm sorry if you don't want to hear that. I mean, I still think that there's a world where he should get traded or whatnot. I just don't think it's going to happen because of the value and whatnot, but I think Julius Randle is going to have a good year. So if you want to throw your tomatoes, please throw accordingly. And I know y'all got bad aim, so I'm not worried about getting hit in the face. Anyways, but the main thing for me is knowing the roles. Like, to me, I know a lot of people probably on paper, you're seeing this as a Jalen Brunson, then Julius Randle team. But to me, I see the complete opposite. I see this as a Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett run team with Julius Randle being that third option, which is not a slight. I don't think that should be taken as a slight. People take that as a, whoa, so you think Julius Randle, who's a former All-Star, should be the third best player on the team? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying as far as the pecking order goes on this team, it should go that way, because not only does Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett bring you good offense and bring you a lot of explosiveness on the court every time that they touch the ball, but they're also looking to feed others. So with RJ Barrett and with Jalen Brunson having the ball the brunt of the time, it's leading to a Mitchell Robinson getting more active in the game. It's leading to Evan Fournier becoming more active in the game, and also leading to Julius Randle getting better shots. But for me, I like Julius Randle in that half-court setting where you let Jalen Brunson figure out what the offense is going to be. Nothing's there. You go RJ Barrett, you go Julius Randle, and put them in their positions to get them a better shot for them. I like that offense so much more, and I feel like that's going to result in Julius Randle having a crazy stat line this year. To me, for Julius Randle, I think the best option for him is being that third option. I just think it's just that. I just think him being the guy after RJ Barrett and after Jalen Brunson just ends up working in his favor a lot more. Look, Mitchell Robinson to me was the key to that fourth preseason game. I mean, especially in a game where they have a big that does a lot of the similar things, athletic, defensive minded, in Daniel Gafford, where Mitchell Robinson just completely ate him up. There was even a situation, I don't think I'm ever gonna find this clip, but a few other people saw it like I did on Twitter, where Mitchell Robinson at the top of the key was ready to put Daniel Gafford in a mixer. My man hit him with a jab step and was about to hit him with a cross if he did not trip on his own feet and turn over the ball. But you saw Mitchell Robinson was ready to go. But that's the key thing, though. I think what Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett bring to this team is they open up the game for everybody else. And especially with Jalen Brunson having the first time having a point guard who is going to attack, but then can also turn his attack into offense for somebody else. That's going to be something that's going to be very, very crucial for this entire team, for the starting unit. I'm also excited to see what if let me not get too excited, because it's still Tom Thibodeau and we know how his substitutions go, very mechanical. But if Tom Thibodeau dares to try something crazy, where we've seen RJ Barrett play with the second unit in the past, or now we'll see Jalen Brunson play with some of this second unit in the past. Maybe we see a Jalen Brunson and Derrick Rose, like, who knows? I'm curious to see how he meshes the starting unit with the bench unit, because what we learned in this preseason is that the bench unit on its own still has some chemistry to be built. They still have something to figure out, because IQ being the sole point guard off the bench, I mean, a lot of us would believe that Derrick Rose would be the guy that's going to run the offense, but we saw that Tom Thibodeau was having the offense run through Emmanuel quickly, even when he's playing next to Derrick Rose. And I think that's something that's going to be a building block for Emmanuel quickly as this year goes on. He has to build upon that, because I don't think that that's his true role. So because of that, I think that we're going to see a good mixture of the starters with the bench for the first time ever. Maybe I'm giving Tom Thibodeau too much credit, but I would hope that after how last year went, the template coaching, the mechanical coaching's out the window. Again, wishful thinking. We got a brand new season, got a brand new set of hopefulness, okay? So let me be optimistic here. Let me have this, all right? So yeah, so the starting unit I'm excited about. If you want my predictions on stat lines, I normally don't play this game, but because I'm so excited, let me give you stat lines of what I think we're going to look from at least from our big four guys, okay? I'm looking at RJ Barrett. I think RJ Barrett's going to give us at least 21.9 to 22 points per game. I'm looking at 5.9 rebounds, and I'm looking at, let me go 3.9 assists. So you see this here, remember this clip. I'm going to make sure this is on all my socials, because I want to see. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's like 25. Okay, but we'll see. I think that's what we're gonna look at RJ Barrett for this year. I think Jalen Brunson, I think he's going to make a huge step. I think he's going to mesh what his regular season was last year with his playoff average of last year. I think Jalen Brunson is probably going to be at that 20 mark or 19 points per game. I think his assists are going to come up a little bit at like 5 or 6. I think rebounds going to be around like the 3, and I think he's going to shoot a very efficient shooting percentage from the field. I think there's also a potential for Jalen Brunson to be way up in the 20s, but just realistically, I think he's going to be at like that 19, 20 points per game spot. And for Julius Randle, as I mentioned earlier, I can see Julius Randle hovering at that same spot. Like I think all 3 of them are going to be averaging around 20, giving us about 60 to 65 points per game each night. I think one of these 3 guys are going to break off for 20 plus this season. But for the safeness and just reality of the Knicks, I'm going to have Julius Randle also at that 19, 20 points per game. But I think he's going to average like 11.9, 12 rebounds a game. I think he's going to be looking at a solid like 3, 4 assists per game. I think Julius Randle is going to have a very good year this year. Do we get any All-Stars this year? I'm really hoping RJ Barrett makes it this year. I'm hoping maybe Jalen Brunson in his first year as a Knick is able to get a nod at the All-Star. I mean, what guards we have in the East? There's guards there, but I feel like Jalen Brunson can fit in there. I think Jalen Brunson can snag a spot if he has a good enough stat line and if the Knicks are winning. I think there's a potential for that. And Mitchell Robinson, man. Mitchell Robinson is the key for me. He just got signed. You see he's playing more comfortably. I think we're going to see a lot more Mitchell Robinson offensively this year, not in the sense where he's going to start breaking people down, but more in a sense where you're going to see him be targeted to score buckets in the paint this year rather than him just being a cleanup man. He's still going to get his cleanup points, but I see Jalen Brunson, I see RJ Barrett, I see even Evan Fournier looking for Mitchell Robinson in the paint a lot more. And I think Mitchell Robinson is going to have probably his best year of his career this year, barring health. I'm really hoping that he stays healthy this year. He looks like he's in a lot better shape. His conditioning is a lot better. I feel like he's going to have a good year. I think it's going to be his best year. Stat prediction is hard for me with Mitchell Robinson. I'm going to give a solid stat line of let me get 12.3. God, that's a lot. Let me go 11.9, 11, and 2.1 blocks. Mitchell Robinson. And I'm not going to give Evan Fournier. I don't know. I still there's a world where I still think that Quentin Grimes gets the starting spot somewhere in the season, and it's not a shade for Evan Fournier. I'm still not entirely sure where Evan Fournier fits in that starting unit. I think he's going to have some nights where he's just going to be the guy, like shooting wise, like he's just going to go off. And I think there's going to be nights where he's just non-existent in the starting lineup. Like we saw that a lot in this preseason where he was there, but you didn't really know. I feel like that 5th spot was so inconsistent for the starting unit this entire preseason, whether it was Cam Reddish, whether it was Evan Fournier, and whether there was that few minutes where you saw Quentin Grimes. To me, I saw good minutes from Quentin Grimes, but I also saw good minutes from Evan Fournier even when he wasn't scoring. So I want to realistically say something close like 15 because it's Evan Fournier and he's averaged 20 points per game his entire career. So I don't want to be too disrespectful, but I just don't know where he falls in the lay of the land with these 4 guys. So for Evan Fournier, it's a huge question mark for me. I don't know what it's going to be, and it's not hate. I just genuinely don't know where he's going to be because we can get a consistent good Evan Fournier, or we can get one where he just might fall off a little bit this year. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I think the biggest thing that I'm looking into this year is how the bench is going to respond. Again, you only take the preseason with a grain of salt. Derrick Rose missed a bunch of games last year. Obi Toppin, you saw him play very well in this preseason. You saw it quickly be up and down. We're not sure where Cam Reddish is going to fit, if Cam Reddish is even going to get minutes. There's all kinds of situations going on with this bench unit that needs to get figured out. I think this bench unit has potential to be an exciting bench unit. I think this is going to be one of those bench units that can be talked about, but the chemistry has to be built. Derrick Rose is coming back. Where's Obi fit? Where's Emmanuel quickly fit? Where's Cam fit? All of the above. Where's Grimes fit? Like we are going to have all that to be figured out as the season goes on, but I think the bench unit will be just fine. I'm not really too shaken up about how they played in the preseason. It's the preseason. We have a lot of rotation situations to figure out. I'm not tripping about it. But what about you guys? What's your guys' thoughts about this starting unit? What are your predictions about our main 4 guys in that starting unit? What are your predictions on anybody in this team? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. Make sure you go subscribe over to the other channel, CK. The link is in the description below. I will be live streaming there tonight, and we will be live streaming there tomorrow. We stream over there every day, so make sure you go subscribe to that channel and also follow me over on Twitch at IamCK. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let's get it. Bucket hat CK in the building. I'm gonna be wearing this bucket hat, bro. You know what I mean? Came from Maui. Aloha. You know what I'm talking about? Let me stop. All right, how about y'all? Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Cold pizza Tuesday. I got food up in the fridge. Y'all keep the looking for that new wave. I think I like it how it is.